half time there, that game's more than the balance. What do you think the difference was in that second half that allowed the Waratahs to come over that?
6-day turnaround probably didn't help us. It was a fast game, obviously, us coming from Lautoka in the heat. And then, had a pretty quick, like I said, us and Moana is pretty unfortunate that we both get a 6-day turnaround after Lautoka, and both having away games didn't help our cause. I thought, like you said, the boys were right in there till half time, and then the Tars have got some quality players, and they were fresh and ran away with it in the second half.
That humidity almost might have felt like Suva out there rather than Sydney. Like, how much do you reckon that just sort of, as you said, with the sort of, I guess, facts of the last 7 days really contributed to the fall off there?
6 days, yep, exactly, yeah. No, so yeah, I think it was humid. I mean, probably most of the boys still had jackets and stuff on. It wasn't that hot for them, but yeah, obviously a bit of moisture on the ground and humidity and stuff like that. But like I said, I thought the boys really played really well in the first 20. They defended extremely well, and it was just unfortunate it ran away like that.
In the first half, did you see sort of the game plan seemed to be around getting Tanner involved, just using his pace? When you have a weapon like that, how much do you sort of spend time just trying to unleash that and finding opportunities we can get him one-on-one with sort of like this space like you did?
Yeah, well, it was a good set-piece try that we worked on. Obviously, him coming into the team from last week, and he finished it well. Good pass from Pony, and great line-out, so it's always nice to score like that. I thought Jorgensen was pretty special today as well. So, he defended him well, and then obviously scored a few tries himself. So it was a good matchup.
I was going to say, so it was 12-10 up for the Drua looking really, really threatening, and up at 36 minutes. Do you think that Jorgensen try, is that really the turning point? Because at that stage, a lot of people in the stadium were pretty silent, apart from the Fijian fans.
I mean, that's what rugby is, isn't it? It's turning points always, but just before halftime, just after halftime, like I said, we started better than we did last week, which was really important for us, and just that touch of magic from him, which you just got to tip your cap at sometimes to some world-class stuff like that. So that I don't think it put a dampener on the boys. So I just know, they came in half-time, and you could see that, again, it's tough from 6-day travelling, for what it was, our flight, 4.5 hours, over to here, and it's it was probably a hurdle too much. But certainly, like I said, there's some good guys. Some guys stepped up. I thought Ice here was unreal for another 80-minute game and 2 in a row here, and the big man, first-time captain to it. Well done.
Yeah. Both very nice. That scrum battle, it just seemed like the Waratahs were getting that ascendancy all night. Is it just, like, not the same big names as last year, but seemed to get the result? Was that something which you identified that growth in the sort of review? I guess what was the difference you think from tonight that what they possessed?
Well, I think the momentum really was on their side, and I think for us, we just had to come together, fix what we're doing wrong, next job, but yeah, obviously they were getting upper hand.
Yeah, they got a good front row. I think they probably got away with a little bit of hit and chase, a little bit on the engage, and we probably didn't work. Well, that's us to work out about more, and obviously our communication with the referee around, once you got that hit and chase, it's pretty hard for any team to give up a good picture. Our scrum has been good and will continue to be good, but I think they were smart today around how they went about their work there.
You have a really tough travel. It's just the nature of the beast. Is there anything that can be done to help? I mean, you're obviously off in Fiji. Is there anything you would like to see that could help improve, or is it just the way it happens?
No, we'll never complain about what we're doing. I just, like I said, I think the first round with Tana, we're talking about Tana as well, we both go to Lautoka. The game was slow. It dragged out because of heat regulations, and then, we struggled to get any momentum in that game, and then you go from that to 6-day turnaround, what Tana had to do as well. It just seems like it's, you'd think that draw could have been done a little bit better for the second week when you're talking about looking after players' safety or well-being, I suppose. And, like I said, I thought, probably just at the end of the day, it was just a bridge too far around trying to get that second half sorted.
There were definitely some moments from lots of the players across the board. You had Rabito at 12, which I haven't seen him there before. Perhaps he hasn't. Correct me if he hasn't. And then obviously Rakura on the wing, but then Kalakava was always carrying really hard from the base. And you guys made a lot of line breaks and maybe just didn't quite convert them to the points that you needed, but there were good, strong showings throughout the game. What can you do to be able to turn those into points because you got into the territory that you needed to?
No, you're right. I think Izzy Kelly was unreal at 12. You know, he's just re-signed for us, and he's going to be a superstar in the making. He already is as a young man, just turned 21 last couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, he's just a kid. As there's a lot of our players. So, I think you know, the Waratahs are good. So, it's got to make sure we understand that it's not always you know, someone else's fault. I think when you got an opposition that actually can play as well as the Waratahs did today, I think you just got to say, well, fair play, and you know, it's our line breaks. I think we're always pretty high in the competition. It's about just understanding to look after that ball and convert those line breaks to points. Look, Waratahs have which we knew they'd have a very fast line speed. You know, I'm not sure that was very well looked after. Actually, you know, if you look at a lot of clips, there will be a lot of clips and probably a lot of things to say. Yeah, they're offside. So, but they do well. They've changed the way they defend, and we knew that. And I thought we stopped their line speed for a while with some kicks in behind. But you know, again, they just finished off well.
Isaiah Armstrong, Ravula, a very young player, like you mentioned about Rubito as well, but really developing into a commanding 10. But the kicking, it looked like he just struggled a little bit with the depth, but you guys still managed to make the Waratahs pay on a slippery night like this. Was it just to bomb? Was the plan to bomb the backfield and just you know, rely on that strong chase from your wing?
Yeah. I look. Izzy is a young man, and if anything, as coach, well, I want to look after our young men and make sure that they're learning it. At the same time, he's pretty down, I think, around the performance today. So it's for someone like that. It's around get an arm around when you got a 21-year-old at 10 and 21-year-old at 12, and you know that's what the Drua is. We've got young men. Ice is like granddad over here, and he's still young. So you know, like that's our team, and it's going to continue to be like that with young Fijians, and they've just got to learn. And unfortunately, the learning is on the rugby field and in front of people watching on TV. So. That's fast learning, and we know he's a great player and will continue to be a good player.
Glen, just final one from me. How, as a coach, do you try to prepare your players to face a guy like Jorgensen? Because he had no right to score that. You had two very fine players there trying to defend. How can you prepare for that?
How do you think, Lewis?
Well, we knew he was a big weapon, you know, on the international circuit in Super Rugby. So, you know, just when you have a player like that, you know, you try your best, but sometimes he just gets up hand.
Yeah, he's a good player.
The captain, what were you noticing from the Waratahs forward? There was kind of where they really, you know, they made a swap, I think, almost their entire bench in the 46th, 47th minute, brought that burst of energy. But what did you notice from the Waratahs forwards that kept it tight, you know, there, particularly after the second half, because they really came at you? How did you feel that change?
Yeah, I think the bomb squad came on. They gave a lot of energy, so they had a lot of possession in our 22 and in our half. So that doesn't help a lot of tackles, you know, tires us out. But we just weren't able to negate that energy. So yeah, it is what it is.